lawmakers have 5 more days left in the legislative session, and a significant property tax measure has not yet been established.
Grant Green has more on the direction that lawmakers have settled on as the legislature faces the looming deadline. Good evening, Grant.
Good evening, Brian and Kara. Today's House State Affairs Committee listened to 2 bills that propose using an increased sales tax for property tax relief. But amidst all this concern for homeowners, there is a voice that is advocating for those that would be negatively affected by these ideas.
So, as you know,
as lawmakers continue to see what sticks, Representative John Hanson has proposed to establish a dedicated fund for property taxes.
This is not just one person's proposal. This comes to us from a whole lot of conversations trying to bridge divides and build consensus on this issue.
When the sales tax increases next year from 4.2 to 4.5%, the fund will direct that additional 0.3% towards schools specifically. Estimates show that over $100 million would now be provided through the state, rather through property taxes.
This relief should be felt in both the short term and the long term. It should be realized for all South Dakota homeowners and targeted even more to those that were hit the hardest with rising taxes.
Afterwards, the governor's head of the Bureau of Finance and Management pitched Senate Bill 96, which gives counties the option of implementing a 1% sales tax to go towards property tax relief.
And so it was very clear as we looked at that data that a targeted option really made a lot of sense. And so when you layer this proposal together with what you just passed, I think you have a really, really powerful option.
Certainly a powerful option for homeowners who will save around $1,200 a year, according to Governor Roden. But naysayers shared their frustrations with the lack of consideration for renters and the increased cost that they'll take on.
We're asking renters, the people with the lowest incomes in the state and the most fiscally stressed people in the state, to pay additional taxes so that doctors, lawyers, and bankers can get significant chunks off of their property tax. It just isn't well thought out.
Nonetheless, the legislature promised results, and both bills are moving on.
Governor Roden's bill just needs the approval of the full House floor now. However, Representative Hanson's bill will eventually have to go back to the Senate. This is because his bill was a vehicle bill, which is when lawmakers essentially just pass a blank piece of paper for it to go to the other side before the deadline. But once it's amended, it has to go back to the other side because both chambers have to approve of every amendment. Live in Pierre, Grant Green, Dakota News Now.